Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so I'm going to start. I've got a little bit of an elaborate starting here for the Divine Masculine read. I've been instructed by Spirit Guidance to pull a couple of different bundles of cards here. One, to see what is the Divine Masculine's biggest challenge at this time, whether that's in karmic situations, personal life. What are they going through that is really causing that growth curve? And then second, I'm going to see what is it that challenges the most regarding the union, regarding their twin. So for cross watchers and divine masculines, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to see, where did the challenge stem from? What is the belief that is causing that to be a challenge? What DF can do, and what neither of the twins see coming that's divine, that will, I'm hearing, speed the process up or support the masculines towards success. Okay, so let's get the first here. What are the divine masculines navigating in their personal life at this time that is bringing challenge? Okay, we have so much here. I'm going to take it all. So we're getting the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So there's some information with these lightning strikes. There's information that they want to know that they don't feel they have at their fingertips that will make the difference navigating and moving forward in their lives. Seven of Cups in the reverse is also this energy of not having been in clarity about things. So with both of these back and forth, the Seven of Cups in the reverse is about seeing through the fog, starting to get glimpses of that direction towards love, towards the eternal. Both of these cards are a becoming energy where masculines, if you're watching this, things are going to start making sense more and more, I'm hearing. As a side note, we have a divine feminine energy here. This little bundle fell out, and I believe this is what we're going to get into. It already sort of came out with the divine feminine question, what is the biggest challenge with the divine feminine? I'm being told we've already got those cards there. And then another packet fell out here with the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Not knowing how to manifest going forward for happiness when there's so much anxiety causing stuff, uncertainty, overthinking. This is a card of overthinking, thinking you're being productive, but actually just spinning the wheels, and it's blocking the ability to manifest. So there is an underlying desire for happiness. There is a heartfelt desire for that, but a frustration that it's not being realized, or the path towards realizing it is not evident. There's still missing information, and there are two people involved. So for divine masculines watching, I believe this is some information regarding your divine feminine, and this is something else in your life, whether that is work, karmic partner, families, family dynamics, beliefs, something about your spiritual path, something that you will still be getting information regarding that will change your mindset. So this is the biggest challenge for masculines. It's almost like a, not boredom because there's so much going on, but spinning wheels feeling here. So that's the challenge in the masculine's personal life. And now regarding the feminine, because Queen of Wands here is my divine feminine card, there is a lot of spying on the feminine. So whether that's checking you out on social media, masculines, this is trying to figure out a plan. This is a research. So you could be starting to look into legalities. You could start to look into how to unhook from whatever situation it is that you're putting energy into that keeps you apart from your divine feminine. And prosperity and growth. So there's a desire for equal give and take, and a desire to see things grow with the feminine. And this little bit of a waiting game. Like I was saying, I feel like this one lightning bolt is information that's being needed in order to know timing and how to move forward. So for these masculines, There's a lot of desire to go towards growth with the feminine, but there's a lot of real world stuff that's causing confusion, causing a stuck energy here. These masculines really feel like they don't have all the information needed to put sure-footed steps forward. So what is the challenge, or where did the challenge stem from? What is this challenge coming from? What is a key here that the masculines can be aware of that will help unlock this particular theme in their lives? Three of Swords in the reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, okay. I knew we were going to get that, and that's why I have this what we don't see. I clearly saw that we were going to get this Wheel of Fortune because this is divine intervention. And in the opening, I said I wanted to see what the divine had in store because I could feel this Wheel of Fortune energy. So yeah, this is the hand of God coming in. This is where there's a will, there's a way. And if you haven't seen it yet, pray. I always do these cheesy rhymings, but yeah, you get it. This is truly saying that masculines, all you need to do is believe in it, and you will be shown how it can happen. We did get last week, we got this 6-month window for many masculines. There is going to be a doorway between now and 6 months where you see you're out of the karmic situation, and it will be in no uncertain terms. You will see a deal breaker. You will see a no-go. You'll see something that will show character. It will expose character in somebody involved in your karmic situation where you will say, I cannot align with that any further. That is not a fit for me. That's the biggest feeling that I'm getting from it. So it will be very, very clear energetically why whatever you are choosing and on the fence about, that information is going to come to light. So part of the reason this energy here of indecision, of lack of clarity is here in the masculine's life is because masculines, you're being brought into a faith boost. Like, we have to rely on the divine. In divine love relationships, we know that there is more going on than our ego, than our 3D assessment of reality. And the Wheel of Fortune is when we allow God to come in, when we allow for divine intervention and we say, take the wheel. I have not got all the answers. Make it better than I could possibly imagine. And so that's the opportunity you're getting here. You're getting a clear picture of what is in your life that does not resonate as this 10 of Cups pure happiness, but you're not quite knowing how to get there. And that's where there's surrender needed to actually allow the divine to come in. So Lord of Sorrow, 3 of Swords in the reverse, and Lord of Prudence, 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is third-party situations, indecision, heartache, not wanting to be jaded, but having all of our realities saying you have every reason to be guarded. This is keeping an open heart. In the reverse, it's saying, I will not let the heartache, the uncertainty, the confusion damage myself on the heart space. I'm taking my healing, my happiness into my own hands and allowing the divine to come in. This is the Lord of Prudence, is not needing to put the work in, but surrendering to divine intervention. So I'm hearing for many masculines on this divine becoming path, you have navigated many times in your life this way, where you have seen a higher power, that reality is, there's something more going on than just your own preferences. Magic happens around you. And this is like the biggest the biggest manifestation that you have ever had a hunch about occurring. And so all the more, masculines, it's because of your diligence, because of your spirituality, because of your alignment, that you have been brought into this particular challenge. This is actually the answer to your becoming. This is a developmental stage. It is a monumental developmental stage that you are at here, because it really is a new level of knowing how to direct your free will towards what you are being shown on your heart without the resistance and without the hard work. just faith. It's that razor's edge of coming in on that tightrope walk that you are allowing for divine will and your own free will to continue to co-create your reality. So don't get discouraged. If you feel hopeless, don't do that. Don't get into this overthinking. Put down the overthinking and just stay open is the advice there. So what can the DFs do to either hold an energy around this, to allow for space? What is it that the DFs can look at their masculine right now through the lens of that will support this progress? Wow, we just get change. Rise above. So this is really assessing your situation, DFs, with unconditional love and believing that change is possible. Masculines are on the edge of radical change, and you've been asked to believe in that. Hold that openness, feminines, that your masculine is rising above, and this is how to learn that process. I'm hearing, because when the two of you come together in union, it's going to be next level. It's going to be so cutting edge that both of you need to learn this degree of surrender to the process, to the divine, to co-creation with the divine in such a degree that you can continually level up, continually blow through the challenges of life together in stride. This is how each of the twins learns that. And so keep that openness in your own life, feminines. Focus on you, focus on dropping your own resistance to change, dropping your own resistance to keep leveling up. Don't cap things, don't cap what's possible regarding your masculine. Okay, and what don't we see coming? What is going to come in with that Wheel of Fortune for the masculines that's going to speed things up? One on the floor, one on the table. Okay. Yeah, something's going to come to light about the energetic teamwork between you and your feminine masculines. There's something. This is the 3D, but it's in the reverse. This card also, if there are children involved, the masculines are seeing how the children can be harmonized with the feminines, with the timeline like that. So this is sort of a 5D nudge that the masculines are starting to see how the teamwork available with their feminine can bring in absolute benefit for the children, that they don't need to hang on to fear regarding children. So that's just a side note for those that children involve. Or where children are involved. But this card also, the other lightning strike is that there is a lack of divine teamwork energetically with whatever the masculine has been investing in. This is only at the 3, so even if you have felt like you've put it all in, masculine, and you've wanted growth in your karmic situations, again, that's anything that's keeping you from your true happiness and your timelines with your feminine. You will see energetically there is not either a divine focus, a spiritual focus, or energetically there's a difference, a disconnect on the intrinsic motivation for you and someone else in your life. You have a difference of opinion. You have a difference of alignment. Deeper than opinion, it is an alignment, a misalignment, and that's going to be coming to light. So that's what the divine will show you. And we have 2 more down here. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune again, and progress. I'm not sure if the Wheel of Fortune came up in the reverse or not. It's on the fence. So again, you have the ability to keep spinning your wheels, masculine, in current situations that you have thought would just give way any day to progress. It's not going to happen. The divine is saying there is a misalignment with something you are navigating, and it's never going to give way to ease. It's never going to give way to that growth that you have always hoped, that you feel on your heart is possible, divine masculine. That situation that has not produced an abundant path yet is not going to. There is an energetic disconnect. So masculines, feminines, everybody watching, the path of progress is going to be shown, but it's going to be a different path of progress than what the masculines had hoped and are clinging to at this time. So stay open, especially if you're watching this, masculines. You must surely be feeling it on the radar, or you wouldn't be curious about what these messages hold for you. Okay, big stuff. I do feel this is another sort of spirit nudge towards staying open to the miraculous, to the faith, to the themes, to that becoming energy that all twins have felt lifelong, that just really reminds there is more to life than meets the eye here. And it really is this splendorous. Okay, now I'm going to shuffle the cards and get, what are the masculines thinking about the connection? What are they feeling on the heart space for their feminine? What is the action, the wish for the connection at this time consciously? What is the action that the masculines are taking towards union, whether consciously or inadvertently at this time? What is the biggest challenge right in front of them? What is the spirit guidance for that challenge in these now moments is how I'm hearing it. And where is the connection going in the near future? Let's say 3 weeks this time. Usually I do a 3-week, but we have been getting that broad window for movement. It's like a 6-month bell curve that I've been feeling here. So that means some it's coming in already, and some it might take a little bit longer. But you know, it's not based on our own worthiness in so much that we have to do something to bring union in. If you are being conditional, yes, that's going to hold back your union. But for many, we've done so much work that it's not that. There's really a bigger plan, and it has a lot to do with mission. It has a lot to do with the free will of karmic situations and children involved, and a big picture of a lot of different factors. So it's just that it's being brought into working out in the highest. It's not necessarily a criticism, like the divine is not criticizing us by withholding union longer. It's really benevolent. And so if you're not in an energy where you are aware of the benevolence of why union might not be in your life fully yet, that's your biggest challenge. Okay, so what are the masculines thinking of their feminine and the connection? Abundance. They secretly know that this is the abundant life path forward. They secretly know because this is the 7 of Swords. It's a strategy card. It is in the reverse, so they're starting to open to this. I'm hearing it was an inconvenient truth in the past, and many masculines did quite know this. They did. Masculines, you've known right from day one, love at first sight, that your feminine was like no one else. However, you're really starting to understand how blessed you are, how profoundly blessed. It's like your secret pleasure that you've actually found this feminine that not only checks off all the boxes, and then some. That this person isn't too good to be true. I can feel an excitement here. It's that spring feeling again, that the masculines are really like, they want to shout it from the rooftops, but it's not appropriate in some cases. The masculines are really understanding. Their eyes are being opened to just how exquisite this connection actually is. Whoa. And you, divine feminine. They are really seeing you as truly extraordinary on their conscious mind. Something has impressed upon them the safety, the magnificence, the gift. It is a gathering speed type of an energy I'm feeling. Okay, so what are the masculines feeling on the heart space for the feminine? Divine justice and King of Swords. Okay, they know that this connection is cosmically justified, but they just don't know how that's supposed to work. Darn it. That's the energy. It's like they see how they've been lying to themselves, sort of, but there's still so much more to come to light. And for many, they are still just going through that awakening to their karmic situation, whatever that is. Again, job, family dynamics, belief structures, karmic partners. They're just coming in to that idea that it's not what they hoped it would be. It's not what they thought it was going to turn out to be. It's not developed into that thing. And so they're like, what have I been seeing wrong? How have I been navigating? What is the truth? There is this very deep invitation that the masculines do see that your connection is justified. They're still just putting their ego out of the way in order for the divine to show them the softness in choosing the feminine and the safety and the path. It's still just this major experience, this energy of seeing everything in their lives, including your connection, laid out before them, a plethora of options, and just simply not knowing how it's all going to work. I'm getting a deer in the headlights kind of a feeling. While all of the, oh my goodness, I chose this under this presumption and it is not panning out the way that I thought that would mean. So masculines, what I'm really getting here, without going too far down another rabbit hole, is that really search your heart regarding your karmic situations for the insecurities and the fears that you might have been in when those situations were chosen by you. When you opted for those particular things, look again at the resonance you were in. When we have a reaching energy or an overly hopeful, it's not justified in reality yet, but we leap into things before we know what that sort of uneasiness is. Those are the foundational energies that never result in stability. And so even hearing me say that, if you had that uncertainty going into your karmic situations, that is a spiritual proof they were not meant to grow. They were not on a solid foundation. That is energetically the sort of thing that does not give way to abundance. And that is why seeing these things in such simplistic terms and seeing how you have the opportunity to lay a proper foundation with your feminine, if only you have eyes to see, is the path going forward. No matter how painstakingly slow, that is still worth designing, worth waiting for. And you have engaged in these karmic situations not because you've messed up, but because they are instructional, because you are redesigning heaven and earth. You're bringing in love templates. So don't beat yourself up that you did not see clearly, that you were trying your best, that you were optimistic. Don't beat yourself up for that. You were divinely guided. In retrospect, you were brought into everything you've chosen by following your spirit guidance. It's not a fault. It's not a criticism that you got into these things, just as though it is not a criticism for the feminines to have navigated those sort of things in their lives. It's so all of our eyes can be seen from the inside of karmic situations out, so that we know the difference. This is a dualistic realm, and the end of that study of the dualistic nature of relationships is coming to an end. Divine justice is coming in, and this is being felt on the heart space of all the twins. So step out of ego. This is not to your criticism, masculines, that you've chosen wrongly in the past. You didn't. You did not choose inappropriately for your life path. None of your choices have been inappropriate. So feminines, there is this gentle rumble as the masculines utilize self-love in the deepest to not feel badly that they've chosen certain things that feel like they're off track in their lives. As soon as you understand the love in everything, you're back on the right track instantly, and things can play out. Okay, what is the wish? Twin flames and destiny. Yeah, exactly. As soon as you see the path forward, as soon as you know what you're wishing for, that's where all that Wheel of Fortune, that divine intervention energy can come in, because this is free will. So the masculines just got this on the weekend, I think, wanting to bridge the gap, knowing, feminine, that you are the destined path, that you are the star here. This is Aquarius energy. I'm getting very strong Aquarius energy in this. The star card is Aquarius, and this is the age of Aquarius. So whether you are an Aqua or this is just that coalescence of the age of Aquarius where love wins, this is the gap that's being bridged. The masculines are on board. Okay, what is the action that's being taken? Are you kidding me? We got it again in the same progression. It's like each person knowing this is twin flame, and then each bringing those 11 energies into union. So what actions are the masculines taking? They are, here's another 4 of Cups. They're letting go of the past so that they can come into union without the block of the past. So this is karmic belief structures, situations, all of that being dropped, being released, and forgiving karmic debt. I love that term because it is about forgiving the past. Forgiving karmic debt means not allowing the past energies to influence the progress forward in a negative way, not allowing it to hold one back. And so this is the completion, the celebration, the spiritual foundation needed to unhook from any lower vibrational things of the past and go forward. That is absolutely heart and soul level conviction, surety, desire, motion going forward. So what is the biggest challenge at this time? 10 of Flames and self-love. Yeah, seeing the karmic burden through that lens of self-love becoming. So masculines, there is a direct correlation between how much burden is in your life and how much you have put yourself down on the priority scale. So this is time to fill up your own cup, bring it into that context. Anything that's burdening you is because you have not loved yourself when you chose it, is what spirit guidance is saying there. So really look at that concept and see the direct cause and effect of that. What is spirit guidance? The Great Wheel again, and the Lovers. Just keep making this choice in love. Your feminine is your biggest muse, and successful union is the huge priority here. So allow that heart-centered, soul-level knowing to just spin the wheel. Just keep focusing your sight on that. Trust the process, trust the healing, trust the steps you're guided, and trust that the divine can come in through free will. When you say yes wholeheartedly, the ball gets rolling. It's set in motion and it comes in. Your eyes will be opened. And so it's not that suddenly you have material things present to you. I'm really feeling that this divinely guided, this Great Wheel spinning is the missing angle, the thoughts, Metatron energies, the keys, the aha moments coming in to really show you beyond a shadow of a doubt what is for you and what isn't for you, and the real world proofs of those energetic misalignments or compatibilities. And then all the other stuff can organize in your life in the material realm. It starts in these higher energetics and then easily and effortlessly follows suit in the physical. What is the direction? The Sun card and the 10 of Pentacles. Pure abundance, enlightenment. This is divine masculine on the cosmic level. Stepping in, shining the light, being a magical badass, and really, really going for long-term abundance in every way. This is 100% in. So no more doubts, no more guesswork. I'm hearing no more questioning character of self, of divine feminine, of karmic situations. This is profound enlightenment and clarity, and on track for the real deal. Wow, okay, so one more card for the feminines, a meditation for the day. What can we leave the feminines with? Crystal capacitor, cosmic calibrator, sorry, universal attunement, repatterning, and guidance. So feminines, there is some sort of guidance that you're being instructed to look for, whether that's spiritual guidance, practical guidance, legal guidance. There's something you are being asked to keep seeking external support for. And Temple of Perfected Essence, divinity, honor, responsibility, and humility. So just as your masculine is being asked to completely walk in humility so that their eyes are opened fully to what is, continue to walk that same path and humbly navigate that which you know you need to do each step of the way towards this, because this is absolutely stunning. The masculines are coming in, and so feminines, keep doing your due diligence on your side of the energy. And for masculines, what is it we can see? Gate of returning, entrance, death, rebirth, and passage. You are in transit. You are doing it, masculines. This is the energetic assessment of reality that brings you in, that brings you into union, that returns you to innocence, returns you to your true path after having swung out to understand the knowledge of good and evil. You know, that's a scary term, but that's not, it doesn't have to be such a big deal. Anyways, masculines, you are coming back into alignment. And seal of evolutionary colors, progressive awareness, and multi-directional change. Yeah, you get this a lot. So as you incorporate progressive understanding, that opens up all of these different portals, all these different options that are not available to you unless you understand each building block along the way. And then multi-directional change. That's where the divine comes in and says, yep, over here. This is the direction you're meant to go. Okay, many blessings, twins. How lovely. This is a very, very streamlined union reading. Bye for now.